So these are going to seed very nicely. As you can see, there are lots of seed pods all over the place. I'm gonna let all of these self-seed, especially the arugula, because I want a lot of arugula. And by the time these start growing again and it's warm, I'm hoping that they will be shaded a bit more because the lettuce that is down in between them all is very shaded out and is growing just fine. It's just, when it got little bit too warm, things started to bolt. But these lettuce down here are actually doing very well. They're not bolting, they are just growing and thriving. So that's the goal, is to I'm just going to cut down the flowers and everything when um, the seed pods are dried out, or before they get to be a little bit too dry, and I can like take the seeds. Like these ones are almost ready. See how they're like swelling up, and you can see where the individual seeds are forming. What else? Oh, I did notice some aphids on this one, and all I did was I sprayed it down with the hose. I did see some ladybugs in my garden, and my dill and fennel are just now starting to sprout out. So I don't have a lot. Like there's either a dill or a fennel, one of the two right there. It hasn't sprouted out a lot just yet, so I don't have too many ladybugs in my garden, but I do have some. But I just sprayed down where I saw aphids festering. It was only on like two flower stalks, this one and this one, and I just hit it with the hose and they're gone. So hopefully they don't come back too much, because last year I had huge aphid pressure and that was very annoying to deal with. They were all over my brassicas for the entire year, and I didn't really know what to do about them, honestly. So I didn't do anything and I just left them be. But this year I don't want to go through that. So I'm going to do what I can to prevent the aphids from proliferating in my garden this year. The mullein is getting bigger, as well as the squash plants, the various squash vines that are going to be growing in this area up and over the trellis. I have some really pretty pea flowers growing here. And same thing over here with all of my lettuce and brassicas going to flower and seed. Calendula is looking very nice. This tomato is growing really nicely. This one's a little bit smaller and so is that one. The parsley flowers are still coming in. My carrots are flowering. And I'm very much looking forward to carrot seeds because, I want to be in a place where I have all the seeds for all the plants that I want to continuously plant throughout the year, like carrots and lettuce specifically, and other herbs, like basil and things like that. So I don't have to buy seeds every year for those. I'll buy like specific tomato seeds if I want like something different, or if I want to make sure I have the exact type of tomato seed that I want, or pepper or whatever. But other than that, I'll save seeds from them too. But specifically these ones, I don't want to have to buy seed packets for. The vetch is going ape shit. It's putting out so many flowers, and honestly, these flowers are way prettier than I thought they would be. I don't want to chop this down, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna let it go to seed and collect the seeds so that I can replant these for the fall season as cover crop. Look. Absolutely loving the red clover. Okay, just did my nails last night, so definitely need gloves. So, because I have squirrels and whatever that is on my trees eating up all my peaches and knocking them to the ground, I am going to wrap this in bird netting to prevent any further destruction because these things are really going to town on my poor little peach tree who has already suffered so much damage from this peach leaf curl that we have. So I'm going to pick off all the really small peaches and the peaches that are being eaten up, and I'm just throwing them into the grow bag so that they will go back into the soil and hopefully fertilize the tree. I also need to stake it up a little bit better because the stake that's on here is just not doing the job at all. And these squirrels keep climbing on the tree and making it lean forward more this way. And obviously it's already got a problem with leaning. The peach leaf curl looks really disgusting. Oh my God, that looks awful. But it's still there, obviously. I'm going to make a solution, sulfur solution from Jadam Natural Farming Recipes. And I'm going to use that on this at the end of the season and then again in the beginning of the spring season before it starts to leaf out because this looks really nasty. I don't like the way it looks. It's like giving me a little tryptophobia. Ow, that shit poked me. Okay, that should be good. Nice new shoots, new wood, new branches. This one is going to be beautiful next year because it is leafing out very nicely and creating lots of new branches. So this is what this one looks like after putting the netting on it. I'm hoping that this is gonna save them from the squirrels for the remainder of the season because these peaches don't have much longer. They are getting a very nice size. If you can see them in there, there's quite a few of them that are getting pretty big. The tomatoes are looking better. They're starting to put out green growth. And they're pointing a little towards the sun, I guess, because they don't get a lot of morning sun. They get afternoon sun, but they look pretty good. compared to the other day when they were just really sad looking. They still look a little sad, like this one still has all the yellowing leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip some of the bad looking leaves off and see if I can get them to focus energy on producing more green, nice leaves. These bugs are so weird. And then here are the tomatillos, and I did say I was gonna cut down some of these. Oh, not a flower. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this one. And kind of think maybe I should leave that one. These ones are getting chewed up. And oh my god, the fact that these are flowering out already is crazy. The tomatillos are flowering. Fuck, like that's crazy. I was not expecting these to be putting on flowers so soon. Just wow. But this is liquid fertilizer that I made last year. And I separated out this, ooh, it does stink a little bit. I separated it out and put it in this 5-gallon bucket just so it will be easier to handle compared to dipping it out of the big trash cans that I have. So I'm gonna put a high concentration of this and then dilute it down. I love that the grapevines are actually coming out. There's 1, 2, and 3 leads that I see coming out of here. And these strawberries are going to produce a ton, ooh, a ton of strawberries this year. Let's make sure we get the passion fruit. But yeah, we got cherry tomato flowers, so we should have tomatoes very soon. Now this area here, I've been wanting to tackle for quite some time, but I lost my garden shears. So I'm gonna get to it now, even though, unfortunately some of this stuff has gone to seed, which is gonna be okay, cause it's not that big of a deal. Just cut down whatever grows here. The motherwort is flowering. So I have a couple extra tomatoes. I pulled this one from over here because there's one, two, and then this one had two. So instead of having two growing in the same spot, which will kind of stunt the growth of this one, I pulled this one, and instead of tossing it, because I love tomatoes, I'm gonna plant it here. But I also have a couple other tomatoes in the grow bag that I said I was gonna cut down if depending on how well one did over the other. So I think I'm because they're all cherry tomatoes, I think. And if they're not, it's okay. Because either way, I want these two raised beds on this side to be completely shaded out, ooh, as much as possible so that I can grow lettuce all summer. So that is the goal for these two raised beds is lettuce salad all summer long. Salad during tomato season is what my goal is. So I'm going to go and get a shovel and I'm going to get one or two more tomatoes from over there and I'm going to bring them over here and we're going to plant them out. Okay, so in these three grow bags, the ones that I have multiples of are these ones are Sunrise Bumblebee, and then these ones are Sweet 100s. Now there is a clear leader with the Sweet 100s, so I'm gonna pull the two on the side and just keep that one Sweet 100 there. This one I'm not gonna plant out because I didn't get any roots on that one. So I'm just gonna put this here, and that'll like die down and compost back. What is this? I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is a Sweet 100. And then the Sunrise Bumblebee. Okay, this one's tiny, so this is the first to go. Hold on, I want to unravel the leaves. Sunrise Bumblebee. And then, which one out of this? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take this one because this one's flowering, so I don't want to disturb that one too much and cause it. Oh, that one is deep in the ground. Oh my gosh. Luckily, this soil is very soft. So what I'm going to do with this one actually is I'm going to pull that last little bit off the bottom and I'm going to bury this one deeper in the soil because I want to make sure this one has a very good start no matter what. Okay, so this is Sunrise Bumblebee. This one's definitely going to be set back a little because I'm like fucking with the roots a little bit too much. Looking a little sad because I took it out the ground. It's been sitting in the sun and drying up. It's okay, don't worry. So there we go. There we have it. We have 1, 2, and 3 in the ground, and we waste no tomatoes this year. I didn't kill off any tomato plants. Well, actually, no, I'm lying. I did. I did because the first two plantings of tomatoes definitely died off because I planted them too early and slugs ate them because they were too small. Just like the slugs are eating my pepper plants in the front yard because they are too small. I'm not sure what I could do about that outside of I'm going to order some copper mesh to put around them and hopefully that helps. But honestly, I feel like it might be a little bit too late for a lot of those pepper plants, but we will see. So now I am going to go ahead and put some compost around the base of these. I'm also going to put some around this ground cherry that I have right here. I do need more compost. I think I have 2 ground cherries and I think I smashed the second one. I was born by the water with $3.06. So I have 3 different squash. I don't know which one is which. Can't even lie. So what I'm gonna do is, oh my god, this mint next to me smells so good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant out one in this grow bag and then one in another grow bag, and then I'm going to put one of these in the ground, and then the rest of the seedlings that are still in the pots I'm going to save just in case I need them, in case a squash bug or vine borer or something like that comes and decides to eat the roots. So I'm going to put one, I'm going to put this one right here and see if I can get it out without destroying the roots of all of them. Maybe I'll do the one on the end. That one might be easier to get out. This one right here. Squash don't like their roots disturbed. So honestly, I should not have planted them 3 in a pot. But you know, this is what I do. So I'm just going to plant that there, just like that. And I'm going to come back after I'm done planting the other ones and I'm going to water it in really deep. Now, these 3 squash are 3 different kinds. One of them is a white patty pan squash, one of them is a yellow zucchini, and one of them is a regular green zucchini. So this is one of the other grow bags that I have that have nothing but weeds in them. Oh, I also have to put compost on it, which I forgot. I definitely brought out compost to put on there and I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to do one of these. And again, I'm just going for the one that is easiest to separate. It's so funny, it's like a lot of random shit in my ground right here for whatever reason. But funny enough, the soil is pretty rich. I've had things growing over here. Is this where I planted the flowers? Oh, this is where I planted the flowers. Oh, oops. I'm just gonna put that back. So this area that I'm sitting in here, I want to be my cut flower garden. I have a bunch of different flowers in grow bags, and I pretty much use these grow bags for the flowers just for like seed starting. However, I want to take them out and transfer them into the ground because I want them to have a better opportunity to produce bigger roots. Hello, gorgeous. Hi. You come to help me? Uh-huh. Okay. I want them to have a better opportunity to produce bigger root systems and produce more flowers. But we'll see how that goes because coming over here and looking, I also have slugs or whatever eating my celosia, but I just want this area here to just be flowers. And I think that's going to be so pretty. So right now, I'm gonna dig a hole for the first dahlia. I don't know how big these dahlias are gonna get, so I kind of don't know like where I should place them all, honestly. In especially like given that I have the celosia coxcomb here. Not really sure about the placement of these just because like, but then these celosias, I'm not even sure if these are even going to grow just given the fact that whatever keeps eating all my seedlings, slugs most likely, just won't let them develop at all. Like they're not doing anything because all the seeds are just, or seedlings are just being chomped down to nothing. It's really discouraging. I can't lie. All right, so I'm going to put the big dahlia right here just because it's big and I need to get it out of this grow bag. I want to make sure I get all of its roots. Ooh, that's a nice tap. I am gonna put some compost on this as lots and lots of neighbor noise. Cause why are y'all blasting y'all music like that? Okay. Okay, so that's one dahlia down. Couple more to go. So I planted out the majority of my dahlias and not, honestly, not even the majority. I planted out a lot of my dahlias and some of the yarrow. And right now, this is all I'm going to do for tonight. And I'm debating on if I want to water them in just because I don't want the slugs to come out tonight and eat the small ones up. So, and that's it for this week's garden update. Every week brings us one step closer to a more beautiful and productive garden. I'm so grateful you're here growing alongside me. Remember, gardening isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, learning, and enjoying the journey. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with another gardener or friend, and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are you growing this season and what's happening in your garden right now? Until next time, keep planting, keep growing, and keep believing that the best part of the season is still ahead. I'll see you in the next garden update. Yo.
My arm was getting tired.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
My hair started blowing in the wind.
That's cool. I think that's actually kind of...
It didn't look good.
It didn't look good?
Just hold it up again so I can get that one last part. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with another gardener or friend, and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are you growing this season? What's happening in your garden right now? Until next time, keep planting, keep growing, and keep believing that the best part of the season is still ahead. I'll see you in the next garden update.